I'm Kristen with My Ag Life, and we're in Modesto at the AAIE conference, and I'm here with Daniel Meyers of Vino Farms in Lodi. And he just wrapped up a very informational discussion about the three buzzwords of regenerative, organic, and sustainable, and how these things are different. Daniel, can you just start by telling us what are the differences between these three things?
Yeah, they're all based on certifications from third parties. Organic is essentially a product list you follow where they say what you can and can't apply. And as long as you follow that, you're organic. Regenerative is a whole farm approach that's centered around soil sequestration. And sustainable farming is a combination of practices to create a long running farm, essentially.
And then we were talking about this a little bit before we started. How can a grower have two of these things going on, or even all three of these things going on their operation?
Yeah, it's just a matter of farming in a way that you're not essentially you're farming organically, plus you're sequestering carbon, plus you're also considering all your practices like cover cropping to ensure that you have a healthy soil for sustainable farming.
And I understand Vino Farms has a mixture of all three of these things.
All three, and we have a vineyard with all three of those, plus bee friendly farming as well.
Okay, well, so you're even incorporating the beneficial insects, probably. I know you mentioned parabug.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know a little bit about that. That is drone insect dropping. And then lastly, how do growers approach these three practices differently when it comes to things like tilling and cover cropping and pesticide use?
Yeah. So if you're organic, you have no requirements to till or not till or to use a cover crop. And a lot of organic farmers will rely on tilling in order to control their weeds versus someone who's regenerative is usually operating on a no-till farm and they're not going to till at all. And so they're relying on things like sheep or hand labor to remove weeds. And
Yeah, and I know you had a slide there about sheep grazing, and what were some of the differences with that in all three of those practices?
Yeah, sheep are definitely encouraged by all three. Organic actually has a few limitations with sheep where they don't want you using sheep about 30 days before harvest on a perennial crop for food safety reasons.